Today's horoscope, Aries January 4th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Your advice may be sought, and there is good energy for new creative approaches to a work project or your career in general. However, it can be challenging to honestly trust your perceptions with emotions involved at times today. Minor but tricky aspects can leave you yearning for more and psychically sensitive. There is an inclination to quickly become frustrated or aggravated by minor problems and flaws. Old issues you thought were behind you may only have been buried and now emerge, occupying your mind, or a bad dream can affect your mood. You may feel a little out of sync when it comes to pursuing your desires. It can be challenging catching up, so do your best to avoid taking on more. If old communication patterns with someone are frustrating you now, try to break out of it on your end and see if that makes a difference. Embrace newfound sacred sexuality. This is because Vesta is making tracks in the heavens beyond. Vesta was named after the ancient Roman goddess of the hearth and the home. She is tied to the sacred inner flame that lives within us from the moment we are born to the moment we move on to the next plane. This is a form of sacred sexuality that we often sacrifice for as well as defend and hold close to our innermost identity. As Vesta leaves behind the sweet skies of Libra and ventures into Scorpio, this means we will all be more focused on transformation, elimination of what isn't working for us, and how we can transmute sexual shame. There might be tension in your greater work community. Someone's ideas might have been stolen when Mars retrograde in Leo opposes Pluto in Aquarius. You could be involved, either as a victim or transgressor. Then again, you might just be on the sidelines watching the drama unfold. Regardless, there could be an issue of plagiarism in your work community, especially if you are involved in a more expressive and progressive industry. See what comes up, since this might be the first time you hear of someone's work being stolen. You will most likely have a rush of memories or flashbacks surface today. Happy memories can be signals or suggestions from your soul to repeat something in your life. If you flash on yourself in excellent shape years ago, it is clearly a sign to work toward that physical state starting today. If you suddenly remember the time you realized that most vegetables aren't actually gross, it just turns out that you'd never had them prepared correctly, it's a perfect evening to dig up a recipe for those little nutrition bombs and serve them for dinner. On this day, you want to be careful to pay attention to detail. Finish the projects that you have already begun before you take on anything new. Develop your leadership skills by way of establishing yourself as a role model. Truly, the best type of leader is one who leads through example, not by dictating. Later in the day, spontaneity could add a new twist to a relationship that may have been feeling monotonous lately. The first planetary shift of 2025 takes place today, and it is a timely one. As Venus leaves your friendship sector, she will not only leave the moon behind but planets that will continue to keep the focus on your social life, friendships, teamwork and networking for the rest of the year. Instead, Venus returns to the quieter realms of a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart, where she begins to take your heart on a nostalgic trip down memory lane that will end with her return to Aries next month. Venus is in time to get the most out of Mars' final days in retrograde motion in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart. As Venus, the planet of love, returns to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart to take your heart on a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane that will end with her return to Aries next month, it is to find Mars still in retrograde motion in your romantic sector. With Mars already holding the doors open to the past and second chances, Venus will find an ally from the start. Daily Planetary Overview. Lately, you might feel a bit off balance, struggling to concentrate on your everyday responsibilities. It's as if your usual motivation has taken a back seat, and the tasks that once felt manageable now seem daunting. Remember, it's okay to have days like this. They're a natural part of life's ebb and flow. Instead of getting too discouraged when things don't turn out as planned, focus on doing your best in the moment. Even small victories can feel significant when you're in a challenging phase, and every little effort helps build the momentum you need to recover your confidence and composure. The support you receive from those around you can feel like a breath of fresh air, especially when your ideas and projects gain traction more easily than you expected. Whether it's colleagues backing your proposals or friends rallying behind your plans, this is a time to embrace collaboration. Think about the last time you took a chance and reached out for help. Didn't it feel great to know you weren't alone? Tap into that energy now. Let your natural charm and determination lead the way, but remember to remain gracious and grounded. After all, the connections you're building now could prove invaluable in the future. At times, you may find yourself caught between acting boldly and showing restraint. This inner conflict is completely normal and can even be beneficial. Take a moment to reflect on past experiences. Can you recall a time when choosing to pause and reassess turned out to be the right decision? By identifying which challenges truly matter and which are less significant, you'll feel more at ease and encounter less resistance from those around you. This clarity not only lightens your emotional load but also strengthens your relationships with those closest to you. There may also be moments when your usual problem-solving strategies don't seem to work. This can feel frustrating, but it's actually an opportunity in disguise. Sometimes, stepping out of your comfort zone and trying a new approach is all it takes to break through a seemingly unsolvable situation. Think of it as a chance to innovate and grow. Have you ever tried a different route, whether literally or figuratively, and discovered something unexpectedly wonderful along the way? This could be one of those moments. As you navigate these experiences, you might find that everything you take on begins to fall into place. Your enthusiasm and expertise shine through, earning you admiration from those around you. This recognition can feel incredibly validating and provide a much-needed boost to your self-confidence. However, it's important to remain humble and respectful. Remember that the people who admire and support you now might be the ones you rely on later if things don't go exactly as planned. Gratitude goes a long way in maintaining those valuable connections. Even when you're feeling on top of the world, it's wise to keep an eye on your resources, especially your finances. It's easy to get carried away when you're feeling unstoppable, but thoughtful spending will serve you better in the long run. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it's truly necessary or if it's simply a response to the excitement of the moment. Financial discipline now can create a stronger foundation for the future, allowing you to sustain this period of success and growth. On a physical level, your energy is boundless. You're feeling fit, strong, and mentally sharp. This is a wonderful time to channel any excess energy into activities that nourish both your body and mind. Maybe it's a jog through your favorite park, a group workout session with friends, or simply exploring a new way to stay active. Have you ever noticed how invigorated you feel after moving your body in a way that brings you joy? Pay attention to those moments. By listening to what your body needs and responding with care, you're setting yourself up for even greater well-being. As you move forward, remember to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Life isn't a race, and every step, big or small, matters. Share your thoughts and experiences with those around you, and invite them to do the same. What challenges have you faced recently, and how did you overcome them? What lessons have you learned that might inspire others? Together, through connection and shared wisdom, we can all grow stronger and more resilient.